Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Dragon Age Children of Thedas. Before we go around these wonderful faces around the screen, please take a moment to check out my wall of links that the bot will be gifting you. Includes all of our social links, all of the ways you can support us, sponsor information, and some of the special offers you can get through the panels below the screen. Thank you very much for checking those out, and thank you very much to Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, who make this all possible with their sponsorships. Let's pass over to Alice to introduce everyone. Oh, hi, Alice.
Oh, hi. I'm Alice. I'm White Rabbit Pick, and I am the DM for this game. We're going to hop around and say hello to our lovely people here. So first of all, we are going to say hi to Ambly. Hello, Ambly.
Hello, I'm Ambly. I play the Canary Huldra that can shoot magic from her fingers. She has some anger issues. She loves wine. She always do what she thinks is right, even if it's not always right. She's a big lady that do a lot of stuff.
Awesome, thank you. And then we're going to hop around to Many-Eyed Monster with Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Oh, hi. My name is Jeff Ellis. You can find me on Twitter at Many-Eyed Monster, where I write RPG supplements, adventures, and RPGs themselves. I play Harbeck, the grumpy old dwarf. I was out last week for a very grumpy old dwarf thing. I hurt my back a little bit, so I am very happy to finally be back, because 2 weeks is a long time.
Awesome, thank you. And then we're going to hop around to Nassim. Oh, hi.
Hello, I'm Nassim, and I'm on social media on Twitter at Nassim Etimad, and then on Instagram at Nazgul, and then I also play on the Venture Maidens podcast, A Human Monk, and that streams on the Venture Maidens Twitch channel every Wednesday night, and we're also on every other podcast app you have. It's there, find us. And I just finished streaming a module with Mistress of Modules. That those videos should be up on her Twitch channel. No, excuse me, on the Nerd Immersion Twitch channel. And that's it. That's all the things.
Awesome. And who are you playing?
I am playing Harvey. Ooh, I have my old character name up here. For some reason, I almost called myself Draco. I'm playing Harvey, the Duster Dwarf, the old bitchin' grandma who just wants to have a good time YOLOing until the day she dies.
Awesome. And that's exactly what she's doing right now. So, you know, keeping these young whippersnappers alive. So then we're going to hop over to the very lovely Avery. Hello.
Hello. Don't know about how Harvey's going to go with keeping us alive the way things are at the moment, but
Right, nothing bad happened at all.
It's fine, we're fine. My name is Avery, I go by Mapbot Online, I'm an artist and cosplayer. I play Nara Ferelmus, who is kind of rebellious teenage dwarf who's completing this little family, I guess. Who is currently stuck somewhere with Harbeck and Guzgid.
We do literally have the granny, like the angry aunt, two dads, and the daughter, I feel.
Yeah, daughter.
Right now.
And her girlfriend that she probably shouldn't be dating.
Yeah, it's just like what?
And a dog.
And a dog. You even have the dog. This is like
and a special boy.
So, yeah, the one that you've adopted.
A real special boy. Such a happy family.
Well, last but certainly not least, Scrat.
Can I get you a ladder? Guzgid Idukan is the character I play today, a noble dwarven warrior who believes in two things. That he has a very large axe, and that he is very resistant to magic.
Yeah. Okay.
Because all dwarves are.
Yeah, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So, last week ended on a bit of a... It was fine. So they found the old fortress, one of the old Grey Warden fortresses, and it was abandoned. Completely abandoned. There was no one there. There was nothing. They searched high and low, and there didn't seem to be any sign of battle, any conflict, or any disease, or anything to have wiped out the Grey Wardens, or you didn't see a reason for them to have left. Until Harvey saw, while she was barricading the door up downstairs so that they could all sort of tuck in for the night, she did see someone up on the battlements. Now, this person was not aggressive. This person did not signal her at all. They just stood and they watched. And after alerting the others, they followed this person. And as they followed them, they found one of the huge bridges that reached across this almost like a ravine into nothingness. It was so deep. And they got halfway across this bridge when they called out to this person. He turned round to reveal a Grey Warden. A Grey Warden that didn't look completely with it, but a mage nonetheless. And with sort of a flourish of magic, plunged their hand into the base of the bridge, and it started a chain reaction. The bridge started to crumble, it started to give way, and our adventurers had to run and outrun it, as the Grey Warden just fell, no effort given to try and get away. Huldra was carrying Harbeck. First of all, Alia fell. She slipped. The dice were not in her favor. She slipped. And Nara tried to reach her in time, but their fingers slipped between each other, and Alia fell into this darkness. Nara, kicking, screaming, beating the hell out of Guzgid, who was trying to pull her away from the edge and kept running. Guzgid managed to drag her away. However, Harbeck, it's like he woke up suddenly in this weird delirious state. He grabbed his cube, pushed Huldra aside, and ran for the edge of this bridge. And tried to throw himself off it after Alia, but Guzgid wouldn't have it. Guzgid had Nara in one arm and Harbeck in the other, fighting both of them to try and drag them back. But as the bridge crumbled beneath their feet, all three of them disappeared over the edge. Trouble, trying to run after his master, ran forward, barking at the edge, and almost fell himself, but Harvey managed to grab his bracer and just drag this dog off to the side with the help of Ariana, Terrail, Huldra, and Harvey. All of them made it to the other side as the last brick fell. There was a flash of green light, and they no longer saw their friends. So we stand on the edge of this bridge. Huldra, Harvey, and Ariana, you stand there, you feel this, you're up high, you feel this wind whipping around you as this chaos sort of slowly stops. And Terrail stands, well, no, he sort of sits on his knees by the edge of the bridge, and he is shouting it down. He is shouting Guzgid, he's like, Harbeck, no! He is screaming into the, and it sort of becomes unaudible after a while. He is just screaming after them down the edge, and he looks at you, he's like, we gotta do something. Why aren't you doing anything?
When we last ended that session, Huldra is like, she never stopped running. She just ran across the bridge and continued to run down without giving anyone any thoughts. She's just down she goes.
Yeah, you can keep running if you want to keep running.
Harvey, I want to take a second from our vantage point up high and look down at the destruction and just make a perception check and see what I see. If anyone's moving, if that Great Warden is still around. Oh.
You sounded so upset. Oh.
It's not as high as I want it to be.
You can sort of like have your hand on Terrell and sort of look over the edge. You don't see Harbeck, Nara, Gosgid, Alia, any of them. But you look down, and this is a huge drop. You can make out one body down there on the rocks. And it's almost like a speck. This is a high bridge.
Do I suspect it's the warden?
On an 8, I don't know.
Damn it. Okay, I turn around and Terrell, it's fine. We're gonna go see them. I'm sure they're fine. Gersgeard had them all in his hands.
They fell.
We're gonna go check them out.
We're gonna go and find them, right?
We're gonna go dig them out right now. Let's go.
Dig them out.
Yeah, they're dwarves. They're under some rock. They'll be fine. They can handle this. They just need a little help being dug out, okay?
And you can see he sort of like wipes his face briefly, where you can see where like there's a couple of streaks from tears that have gone through like the dirt. So he's like, okay, Trouble, come on. And the dog is immediately at his side as he starts to head for the stairs, probably in the same direction Huldra has just disappeared.
She's gone.
And Ariana sort of turns and looks at Harvey. Did you see them down there?
I don't see anything. There's someone down there. I don't know who it is.
Okay, then don't see them, then that's good, right?
It's mysterious. But
Yeah, you could say that.
Every second up here is more weight on them falling down. So let's just go dig them out.
Did you see that green light?
Yeah.
From what was that?
Knowledge? Knowledge. I don't have much knowledge. What can I roll for that? Evaluation?
You can if you want, yeah.
Yes.
Green is usually good.
19! Ooh. On a 19, this is something new to you, however, it's definitely magical.
It's definitely what?
Magical. This is magic. Something has happened. And there's a feeling inside of you. The reason you're sort of like, yeah, we'll go dig them out. You just have that sense they're alive. You don't know where they are, but it's like you can sense that they're still here.
I don't know what that light was, but it did something. I don't know if it was too much stuff going on. Maybe it took them out of the fallen debris and transported them somewhere, or they're down there somewhere and they're okay, but we have to go down there to make sure, see if there are any bodies at all.
Okay. I trust you, Harvey. Let's go. And Ariana sort of starts heading off to Rail, who's legged it. He's sort of run off with the dog. He's just going down as many steps as possible to get as low down as he can. And you all head down to like the main courtyard where you first blocked off. And you can see Trouble is sniffing around this courtyard. Terrell has got like a stick and he's just going along and trying to look for things. And Huldra, you're probably ended up down there as well. It's the lowest you can run to.
Huldra was there
Waiting.
probably like 1 minute before them. What do I see?
You were just in the courtyard. You all entered in.
Yeah.
And Harvey and Ariana, you can head down and you see them. And Terrell looked at you, it doesn't go any lower. There's no door. There's no... nothing. How do we get down there?
It's not on the... Wait.
Yeah, what? How did the rocks fall? Like...
The rocks fell down the side of a ravine. This fort is built into the side of a cliff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well,
Dude.
digging them out just became know if that's possible.
Can I see if I can see anyone down there?
You can't look over the edge of the cliff at the moment because you're now down in the lower level of the courtyard.
Okay.
Did it
So-
look like the only way to get to that little other fortress that we were being led towards initially would be to go to the ravine? Were there other ways to get there?
No, it looks like the bridge was the only way. Maybe there was something once. Maybe you could get through via the ravine, but you would have to climb down a cliff face, and you don't know what's down there fully.
Well, maybe it was some messed up way of telling us to go down the ravine.
I disagree. very strongly, but we gotta find them. Does anyone have any rope or anything? We're gonna need rope either way.
Nope. No need for it. Until now.
Larvae.
I look around to everyone like rope.
Like Terrell just shrugs at you. Ariana's like sort of one of our rows just went over the cliff, and if anyone had rope, you know.
Terrell, can you go and see if... Oh, actually, I'm gonna think first. Have I seen any rope when I explored the not castle, the
You
area?
can see it's not very long rope, but you can see it attached to some of the banners.
Oh, we can probably borrow those and someone help me get them down, and I'm gonna start to untie them and get the
Literally
rope.
just easily sort of
Oh, okay.
unravel them on the way, and you notice Terrell sort of stopped, and he's just looking up, just 2 levels higher than you.
What are you looking at?
Like, and he doesn't say anything, he just points. And he's sort of holding... Trouble has started to bark. And he's holding Trouble by, like, this sort of almost big, huge bracelet that he's got on. And there's a person stood on the 2nd level again. It's not a Grey Warden.
What does this person look like?
Get my crossbow ready.
This looks like an elf. And she stands there just looking. So, they are alive.
And who are you?
I'm not gonna get down there that way.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter what my name is. What I'm telling you is that you're not gonna climb down the ravine that way. There is a much easier way. Even if you get down to the bottom, you won't find them.
All right, well then spit it out.
They're in the Fade. It's simple. It really is. Especially for you. And looks over at Huldra. It's like, you should know this.
I know this, and it doesn't make any sense for them to be in the Fade. Why would they get there?
There are a lot of weird things happening in this world right now. I don't know why you find this so disbelieving.
Usually
Right.
when someone falls down a bridge, they don't end up in a Fade.
Not usually. But you don't usually enter a fortress this easily with no bodies, no evidence of where the wardens are.
So I guess I can just assume the unexpected for now on.
It would be for the best.
So how can we help them?
You go into the Fade.
What is all this magic talk? What is the Fade? Where did they go?
Oh gosh, yes, you're a dwarf. Sorry. Okay, the Fade is think you're a dwarf, you don't dream. You don't go to the Fade. You're not a magic user. You don't go to the Fade. I'm quite surprised, actually, that a lot of your group did go through, but think of it as the land in between. You're not supposed to be able to go there, but whatever it is your friend is holding in his pocket definitely helps.
Well, that's it. We gotta get rid of that goddamn cube. It's caused enough problems.
If you do get rid of it, could I have it, please?
Well, hell no. I don't know who you are.
Okay, that's fair enough. Like, she sort of smiles and has a nod.
What did she expect?
I don't know, all these damn people showing up, not introducing themselves, causing more problem for us.
Mm.
How am I supposed to suspect any single person now?
Look, the veil is weak here. We just need to get to the lower levels. The wardens found something they shouldn't have. You just need to go and get it. Your friend, the dwarf with the cube, whatever it is, it's protecting him. And I'm interested in it. It's keeping him alive.
Hmm.
The wardens fled this place. They took nothing with them. Many of them fell asleep. The mages, in particular, they didn't wake up. They believed the water was tainted. So they went into the well and they found another chamber and they dug deeper. And those who dug deeper, the mages helped move, they just didn't wake up. They started to hear voices, went a bit mad. But you know, Fade can do that. They thought it was the Darkspawn. I suppose in a way it could have been. I don't know.
Did they start growing little red veins in their head?
No. No, there's no red lyrium down there. I've already been down there. So, you know.
How come you're the only one still here?
Because I'm not a Grey Warden.
What are you then?
Sort of smiles. Then looks at Holder. I'm an elf. And points at the ears. They give me away a bit, don't they?
I know, I can see that. What are you a god? Are you a traveler? Are you...
Oh god, you flatter me. No. I'm an elf.
Yeah. I give up.
I like to explore places. That's it.
Well,
Traveler? Sure.
Yes, why not? Let's go with that.
How do you know about the cube?
How do I know about it?
Yeah.
Well, there's more than one. You think he's got the only one?
it's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen many magical cubes that can prevent death.
Oh, it doesn't prevent death. If anything, it prolongs it. But what I will say is that it's a collaboration. It's of dwarven make, but it doesn't mean that dwarves can handle and put magic in a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if dwarves made it, how can it be magical? Is it between
Now-
elves and dwarves?
You're asking the right questions. If you want to go to the lower levels, you're going to have to climb down the well. There is a door halfway down. They put it in. It's a rubbish door. You will need a rope.
I show her the little banner rope.
Yes, good luck with that one. When you get down there, you will find a ravine. There was an earthquake. Split the earth. And that's when it started to seep out. It's when they went mad.
What made them mad again?
Fade, the thing, whatever it is that's down there. Either way, it's a link.
Why would the Fade mess with such powerful beings and not you?
Okay. The Fade is the powerful being. Not me, not them. It's the Fade you want to be worried about. No one should be able to go to the Fade. Not physically. But it seems to be your friends have.
Well, Harvey wants to march over to something that's soft and fluffy. Maybe there's like end of the banner. She like cuts off a little piece of cloth, fluffs it up, and makes 2 little earplugs, stuffs them in. It's like, all right, anyone else need some earplugs? Let's go.
At least I should probably know about this. Earplugs should probably not help, right?
Oh, earplugs do nothing.
Yeah.
Harvey feels good about it.
Yeah,
They'll take away her placebo.
You can see her like, yeah, let's go.
Have fun. And this elf turns and walks away.
Any other words of wisdom before we go?
The elf is gone.
Okay.
And Ariana's like looking up. Who was that?
An elf.
That's all we need to know,
That's-
apparently.
That's all she is. No need for introductions.
Right. And Terrell is like tugging on Harvey's arm, like, oh, are we gonna go? We gotta go get them.
I think you should stay up here for a little while, buddy.
Oh, no, you can't leave me. You can't leave me there. Like, what if you need my help?
Well, you've been such a great help, but this place is real dangerous, and it's not even good for us to go down, but we've got to go get our friends. So you got to help us and stay here and help us get back.
You want me to stay up here?
Yeah, just by the well. You don't need to go far.
Okay. I can keep trouble with me, right?
Of course. You guys sit tight together. He'll keep you company and he'll protect you.
Okay. And he sort of goes and sits by the well, like just props himself up against it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna like nuzzle aggressively kind of trouble and be like, all right, now you watch Terrell. You guys are each other's partners while we're gone.
And he barks and gives you like the biggest like slobbery like lick across your face and goes and sits proudly like next to Terrell. And as you sort of look at him, like his paw just goes up onto Terrell's shoulder.
Oh, God.
He just stays there and looks around.
Oh. They're the perfect duo.
He looks a bit disappointed, but you can tell he's going to do whatever you say at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And Terrell pulls out that small dagger and he's holding it like, just hold it like constantly looking around. He's not really like, every now and then he looks down the well. And Ariana sort of looks, she's like, right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's visit the Fade.
Yeah. And she starts to, some of that rope you have, starts tying it round one of the posts, one of the big posts, and just lets it down the well.
Um,
Anyone want to go first?
Sure, why not?
I'm stealthy. I could go last.
Ariana's looking at you like, holding this. Fine. I will go first. I'm just gonna roll as she goes down.
Oh my god, nice.
On a 16, you see her sort of tug on the rope and it seems fine. And you hear that clank of her armor as she sort of goes over the side of this well. And she can't help. She gives Terrell a little wink as he looks nervously over, and she just starts to jump down. And you hear her going further and further down. It's almost like an echo now. You hear all of her movements as they echo. And then you can hear like this metal hitting stone as she goes down as well. And then you hear a clunk. I think I found a door.
Can you open it?
And you can hear sort of a scrabble around a bit. It's pretty broken. Hang on. And you hear a silence. And then you hear a crash, as you can only assume she's gone straight through.
You okay?
She says, yeah, no, I'm fine. Door isn't, but you can come down now.
Okay. Huldra starts to climb down.
Could you please roll me a strength to hold on and carry yourself down, please?
11.
On an 11, you find this tricky. You are wobbling, you slip a little bit, you sort of slip part way, but you can make your way down. And you can see this opening where this door maybe was, and you can just see like shattered like wood on the floor in this sort of corridor. It seems to be in the side of the well.
Well done. Yeah.
How about Harvey?
I'm gonna start climbing down too.
Yep, could you roll a strength for me, please?
Do I have any? Only a little bit. Ooh.
Oh, okay. You start to climb down, and then, hang on.
I land on top of Huldra.
You fall. This door is only halfway down, and you see this door go past. You go past this door as you slip and you fall. And luckily on an 11, you see Ariana. And Huldra, you'll see this. Ariana dives out the side as you sort of half in, half out of this door, as she grabs the back of like the leathers, and you hang there for just for a second, and you look down and you can't even see the bottom of this well.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah, this could have
She
killed
says
you,
that.
just as a heads up. And she's just like, really, like, just like basically picks you up and pulls you in. We're in this corridor, and now we are gonna hop over to the others.
We're dead. We're all dead.
We died!
It's happened again.
So this is our new character, guys.
Yeah. First of all, Guzgid, I need you to roll me a strength.
Of course you do. Fortunately, I am good at this, right?
Yeah, why not? On a 19, you wake up. You sort of come around a bit, your eyes feel really hazy and sort of almost like you've been drunk. Like you feel like you're having a bit of a hangover. And then after blinking a few times, you realize you're laying down and you've still got a tight grip, one around Nara and one around Harbeck, who are both out. But you notice, as much as you're laying down, their arms dangle. The same that your feet dangle. And you're looking down on the ground. But you are laying against a rock like a black cliff face. It's not super high up, but this rock is floating and drifting. And
Gizgid will just keep hold of them.
you feel like you can get up and walk, like you could walk around, but you are upside down.
I've got to like, start shaking him.
And you can both start to wake up.
Do I have to?
Nora, Harbeck. God damn it, I'm not carrying you all the way through this. Whatever this is.
What do you want? Just start breaking down camp. Deck for the dragon. It's fine. What am I looking at? What is going on? No. What is this? What? Oh my! No.
I think there's a moment where Nara's also like very sleepily like getting up and like, what? And then everything just kind of sets into place, and she just bolts up like wide-eyed, like Alia, and she like struggles against Gizgid's grip.
Yeah, you can like Gizgid, are you trying to hold on to her or?
Do I feel like they're gonna drop if I let go of them?
You don't know.
Only one way to find out.
Nara, if I let go of you, I'm not sure if you're gonna fall.
Whoa, we're not letting go of anybody. That's...
No, there's only one logical explanation.
One on each arm.
It's like carrying children.
There's only one logical explanation for this. The sky must have fallen.
Oh, God, I knew it.
It was just a matter of time, really.
That whole thing was a mistake. Why did anybody even go up there?
At least this stone is looking after us.
It does feel good on my body. I like that. That is true.
This guy doesn't fall, you idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you...
Look around,
yeah,
Nara.
look at this, Nara. Come on.
Oh, by the way, hey, Nara, how's it going?
Harbeck, I'm glad to see you're not a raving lunatic anymore, you nut.
A raven? What are you talking about?
You look at Nara, and there's an expression of relief on her face. Like,
when did we find Nara?
When
Harbeck, you had a real long sleep, and then you decided to wake up and throw yourself off a cliff face.
While they're having this chat, can Nara slowly worm her way out of Gizgid's grip, just really subtly.
On one condition.
Gizgid will contest.
Gizgid, are you still trying to hold on to her?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna be a dex versus strength.
Oh, I think we're both equally good at our things. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Setting the bar averagely high.
Whoa, shit, that didn't see 3d20? Try that again.
Like, do you know what? I'm impressed you've done that on D6.
I'm not even sure this is possible.
16 as well.
Oh, okay. So this is like you're really trying to wiggle your way out, and Gizgid, you're really struggling to keep a grip on her. And if you want to keep going, roll again, please.
Okay.
Stop wiggling.
Let me go. I gotta find my girlfriend. Oh, I did it. I keep rolling the wrong die. Let me live. 19.
Yeah, after that, like...
Oh, fine!
You can feel she just, like, makes herself smaller and starts, like, wiggling.
Oh, Stone! Oh, my kid!
And, Nara, you can separate yourself from Gizgid, and you stand up. Upside down. But up.
Gizgid's free hand grips the stone.
What?
She's hands on her hips, looking around.
What?
Looking for Alia.
You look around, and you can see the ground beneath you, and it's just black rock. All of this black rock. But at the moment...
Okay, when you say beneath me, do you mean like looking up or like what I'm standing on?
Looking down.
Okay.
So you are upside down.
Okay.
And you are, if you technically, yes, look up, but you're looking down, you see the ground beneath you.
She just kind of... Oh, the mirrors.
I hate this.
First read lyrium, then the mirrors, and this. I want to go home.
Gear, do you remember And Harbeck's still just like holding his whole Gersgeard's whole arm. Gersgeard, do you remember when it used to just be like, we'll go to the proving and we'll just like fight, and then you'd fight him.
Yeah, or
And
hey,
going
we're off
here.
to join the Legion of the Dead, and
Right,
we're gonna take back
Oh.
the Tig of our lost
Yeah.
fathers, and
Yeah, you remember playing like Legionnaire and Darkspawn as kids? Those were simpler times. I liked that.
I don't much remember that. No.
Oh, well,
Can I roll perception to see if I see Alia anywhere?
Yeah, you can roll
as
perception.
old
here.
as I am, I guess.
As they sit and chat.
Yeah, everyone in chat. Yeah. Nara's walking around. She's not going far. She can always see you guys, but she's walking around and seeing if she can find anybody. Would hearing count for this?
Yeah, why not?
Uh, 18.
Okay. On an 18, as you look up, technically at the ground, you see her cloak on the floor. Like it's almost like there's not a breeze, but it's rolling. Like it's moving. It's moved as if there is a breeze.
But it's like above, below me.
Yeah, like you're looking up, but
Yeah.
technically it's the ground.
She just kind of paces like back and forth, and it's just like, are we stuck on this thing? What are we?
I sure hope so.
How far away is it?
Oh, it's not far at all. Like you're about 4 or 5 meters off the ground, the proper ground.
I'm gonna jump. Does anything happen? Do I just jump up and go straight like that? I headbutt the thing. I'm gonna like kind of leap up and
Yeah, you can jump, and as you do, your hands touch the ground that's above you, and it's like suddenly you're righted. It's almost like it's to you, the world just flips. And it's back up, right? So your stomach will go, but you can look up and basically see Guzgid and Harbeck still hugging on a rock, just slightly above you.
Oh, young
Nara,
love.
that is. What are you doing? This is. And he's
Oh,
Harbeck like stands up finally. He's like, oh, okay, oh. And he's just gonna kind of like reach out towards Nara, like, stop it, you gotta get back here, stop.
Nara takes a step backwards and just watches.
Stop, Nara. We went through all kinds of crazy mirrors and magic and nonsense to find you, and I'm not just gonna have you walk away while I'm on.
You went through
Skyrim.
crazy mirrors and shit to find me. Imagine doing that alone.
Okay, well, I don't want to. That's terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. That's the shit that I just dealt with. So this is nothing. You can tell that she's a little hysteric.
Don't walk away from me and go chase that weird tumbling cloak in this
I'm
sky
chasing the double
explosion.
cloak. Fuck. You're not my real dad.
I never said I was your dad. All right, hold on. You stay right where you are.
How far away is the cloak? If it's not too far, she's
It's
gonna
like you
get
can
it.
tread on it to stop it. It's not like a
Oh,
tunnel.
she's getting it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can-
Harbeck, as soon as she's like pretty well away from, it's like, all right, that's it, fine. And he just like crouches down, and then he's gonna jump very like poorly, very like I'm an old man with a bad back in heavy armor, and just kind of like hop towards the ground.
Oh, that's something you notice, Harveg. Nara's still in her Elysian gear.
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I imagine he just like
Sucks.
face palms on the ground ceiling and then
Ha.
reorients.
Yeah,
and gets
it's
up.
like it completely. Again, you get that churning in your
Oh.
stomach as it's like
Oh.
it's eating you.
Oh
That-
yeah, I should have warned you about that feeling.
Yeah, you could have warned me about that. That was
Oh, it's better
Worse.
this way.
okay. You. Well, hold on. All right, Gersgeard, get off the rock. We gotta. I don't know. Where are we? What happened? I went to sleep in my tent. Everything was fine, and now I don't know what I'm looking at.
Where's the
Who's
cube?
getting muted?
Right, you're muted.
I'm not sure I want to get off the rock exactly. I mean, I feel quite safe on the rock. The rock's been
Geared?
good to me.
Geared, I know
Are you-
that the rock feels nice. I didn't want to relieve the rock either. But we need to go find where Arlia is. I think that's... Is that who
like
you're...
a cat.
Yeah, just like, come on. Come off the rock.
Are you a brave
Geared.
noble of Orzammar or not?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, are you an Idukan? Idukans don't just sit on the floating rock.
God damn
They
it.
march
Sorry,
into
never-
action.
We're never too far from the stone. She kind of hits the ground with her foot.
Yeah, there's a lot more of it down here. A lot more stone.
I'm not a child, and
One step at a time, big guy.
he sort of like tentatively tries to like reach first, and then gently like takes his axe off his back and like pushes that against the stone, trying to reach the ground.
It's not gonna reach.
Can Harbeck reach him from here?
Yeah, you can reach the
Alright,
axe.
come Come on.
No.
Come on. And he just kind of pulls on the axe. Just let go of it. Come down off the rock.
Come on, big guy. Come on.
Imagine
You got
he
this.
ends up going
Where's
with like
that
a
Idukan
flop,
pride?
you know. Like,
Yeah. All right.
Ow!
There's that sickness as your stomach goes, and it's like the world flips on its side.
Ah, you should be made a paragon for that.
Why would anyone live in the sky? This is madness.
Yeah, I don't know, but I hate this place more than just about anything I've ever experienced. All right. So what's this cloak you were running after? Looks like ours.
She picks it up. So this is Alia's cloak. I made it for her. Look around. Huh? A while.
Where did this? You know, I have so many questions for you, kid. All right, we were all.
Sorry, I don't have many answers.
Well, okay. For starters, who is Arlia?
She's my girlfriend.
An elf? How did you two even meet?
There was the tunnel that I might have frequented to go see what the surface was like.
I mean, you're kind of
just-
sounding a little bit like her dad. I'm just throwing it out there.
What? No, I just want to know about where her. You snuck out of the city. Do you realize that makes you castless, right? To leave Orzammar without the assembly's permission. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
What?
The caste system never did much for me anyway.
Never did much for you anyway. You're a merchant caste. Don't act like you're so put upon. You're not Harvey. You're not some duster who had the whole world thrust upon them. You're a merchant kid who wanted to go. Yeah, it's fine. All right, whatever. We're not there
I want
anymore.
to ask about the castlet, the dusters, and she looks at Guzkid and pointedly at the tattoo and is like, he obviously knows all about it.
I don't.
Hey.
Oh God.
I'm
Oh.
sympathetic to their cause, okay?
Oh.
Have you ever even been to Dusttown?
Once,
Once. When did you go to Dusttown?
I slipped the guards one time and headed down there.
Slipped the guards. We're going to secret tunnels. We're sneaking to Dusttown. Who am I even standing on this weird rock with? Do I even know you two?
Well, no,
This
not really. We grew up not like in similar circles, but have you ever actually taken the time to talk to the people around you?
okay. Well, I had a lot going on. Also, I don't talk to little kids. I don't go around just talking to random kids.
Maybe that's
I have
half your
things-
problem. You're seeing everyone as little kids and not relating to the
Yeah.
next generation, huh?
Don't talk to random kids. Yeah, you can tell that to Balin Idukan. And she's going to walk off and
Who? Balin? What does Balin have to
she's
do?
going to try and look for a track of Alia, any more stuff.
Roll a perception check for me, please.
Yeah. I'll just use sight for this one. Unless I can still listen out, or is
You
it
could probably listen.
15?
On a 15, from looking at the cloak and looking at the ground, it's like you can see almost shimmering footsteps, but it's like it's wet footsteps. And around you, as you finally sort of emerge from underneath this rock, you see everything is made up of black rock. Absolutely everything. There are small pools dotted about, and you can guess maybe some of these footsteps maybe Alia. They're definitely Alia's, and you think maybe she's walked through some of the pools and wandered. From a 15, you can tell she's limping. You can tell she's limping, and there's just huge rocks, like huge black land masses, just everywhere. It's almost like you're on like a coastline with all these different cliff faces. But as you look up, you see more drifting through the sky. This green, swirling, almost like a foggy sky. Every now and again there's a flash, which naturally you would assume is like lightning. Like a flash of lightning, but you don't hear the thunder. And apart from the droplets of water that's coming off some of the rocks, it's pretty silent. Weirdly silent. There is not a single sign of life here.
Yeah, Nara's like leaning down, she's touching these tracks, and she's just like, she's injured. We have to find her.
Yeah, okay. We can do that.
Well, where do we even start?
Well, and she gestures to the tracks. We have a lead. I'm not sure if this was intentional on her part to give us a trail to follow, but it's something.
I concede the lead, but I mean, where are we starting? Where the hell are we?
Yeah, I have...
You say the sky doesn't fall. Well, that's the best explanation I have at the moment.
No, yeah, I'm definitely with Gersgeared on that one. This is why I wear the old hat. Yeah, this is pretty extreme. I don't actually, as much as answers might be nice, I don't think we're going to get any, and I don't want to think about this place too much. Nara, lead the way. Tracking's your bag.
I think she looks back at you two, and she just kind of says, sorry for raising my voice. I know you have questions. I'll answer them when we get back.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry for asking questions about your elf girlfriend while we're in the sky.
We are a curious couple. And she's gonna follow these tracks. She takes a bow out. If she does she have a bow? Did she drop it?
No, you have your bow.
Oh my god! I'm not completely unarmed. Oh my god! Alright, yeah, she.
Your footsteps every now and then, mainly when you cross the water, just feel that little bit lighter, and just almost like you could jump that tiny bit further, but only whilst you're over the water, and pockets of almost like smoke are coming from the ground, and that's something that feels like it's almost like it lifts you slightly, very like half an inch off the ground, and you follow these tracks and you walk for a long time, and as you do, you start to realize as you look around, there's some buildings, but all in black rock. And this looks like the temple you were in earlier. The temple where Nara rejoined the group and Harbeck had a nap. Where you came out of the alluvion. And then in the far distance, you see another black building, which looks like the palace in Olay. And it's almost like places you've been. And over at the far right, just more sort of ahead of you to the right, you can see the Grey Warden's Keep. And huge steps leading up to it, chiseled out of this black rock.
Like a mirror, but not. Don't think the sky's fallen. I think we're in some kind of alternate place. I don't know. Alia would probably know more about this.
This does definitely seem like elf stuff, which I'm not a big fan of. So do I do I still have that cube on me?
Yeah. That's,
all right, cool.
That is what you also haven't realized. It seems like it's very tightly clenched in your hand. Like you haven't relaxed your
whole time.
The whole time. But it's like you haven't thought about it.
Right. Yeah.
It's like you gripped it so tightly. It's like it's part of you at the moment whilst you're moving around.
Yeah. Harbeck looks down and he's like, "Oh, how long was that?" And he just kind of looks at it for a second, and then he just puts it back in his pocket.
You need to get rid of that thing.
Hmm?
You
What?
need to get rid of that thing.
Get rid of what?
The cube. You need to get rid of it.
Get rid of it? That's... Huh, yeah. So what's going on with the girlfriend tracks?
She just kind of narrows her eyes.
We tried to destroy it while you were sleeping, Harbeck.
You what?
That thing's resistant to axes.
You tried to destroy it while I was sleeping?
Yep.
You have any idea what this thing is? Do you have any idea what could have happened?
We're resistant to magic. What's the worst that can happen?
We're resistant to magic to an extent.
Yeah, that's actually, I do like, Nara raises a good point. You are very big on that.
There's a limit.
I don't think like if, a cube explodes and everyone in it around the area is destroyed by horrible magic, like we're all going to be chipper.
Nara keeps tracking. It's like, don't blame me on this one. I was being chased by an ogre.
Being chased by an ogre? Where did you see an ogre?
Oh yeah, we kind of fought and killed an ogre whilst you were asleep. I think.
How long was I asleep?
Nara, did you get the final kill on that thing?
It's a bit of a blur, but I suppose.
Yeah, it was most impressive. Well done.
That's pretty. Yeah, you killed an ogre, right on. That's not easy stuff.
Yeah, it took the final blow, definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, I've seen an ogre too, and they're terrifying.
It just kind of rubs her wrist that the hidden blade is on, deciding not to point out the fact that she did it with a dagger.
Yeah. You tried to. All right. We're going to table that. We're going to table a lot of things. And then when we get back to whatever not this is, we're going to have a big old talk about it. All right?
That would be good, I think, because you seem to change the subject whenever we try to talk to you about it.
I don't try to change the subject. Let's just focus on the
you
tracks.
You just did it a second ago. There you go doing it again. You're doing it right now.
I have the trail. We can talk and walk.
Excellent. Nara's got the trail. Yeah, let's just focus in on the trail and let's move on.
You're definitely dissembling right now, and we're trying to talk to you about the cube. And
I've never dissembled anything. You guys seem really distracted by things.
Harbeck, we're both politicians. We both know how to dissemble. You're dissembling. Come on, it's.
I'm not. I'm more of like a tracker. Well, I focus on the tracks, and then
clearly Nara is a tracker, and Nara has the track, so we can talk about the cube.
Yeah, that's exactly. You two talk about the cube. I'm gonna go, and he just starts walking ahead of them in the direction.
I swear to God.
Harbeck, as you decide to take a step forward without them, like just to move
Mhm.
along, you look down at your feet as you hear clicking and a scurrying, and this strange creature just going. It doesn't stop, but it just, it's the first sign of like
Oh.
life. It's almost like a spider, but long.
Oh, upsetting.
Okay, did you two see the long spider?
I
No,
did.
Harbeck, we were busy talking about the cube.
Hang on. A long spider? Maybe
You didn't see the...
maybe we're just like real deep underground. Like, you know, if you go deep enough you find darkspawn, maybe we've gone deeper. And the air has got weird and there's strange creatures we've not seen before. How deep was this chasm?
I mean, I don't know. I woke up here.
I don't think that's it.
Wait a
Okay.
second. How do I...
Don't think that's how the. Depends. Are we flat earthers? Do we know?
No, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Okay. Does it count for hearing?
Yes,
Oh.
actually, yeah.
Okay. 12. Oh wow, the shit roll.
On a 12, you don't hear anything, but those huge steps that lead up to the sort of the blackened version of this fortress that you were in, you see someone sat at the top of the steps. And we will hop back over to Huldra and Nassim. As you have just Harvey, you have been dragged into this like corridor by Ariana. You're absolutely fine. And
Nice.
she sort of slaps you on the shoulder. You alright?
No, fine now, but swept off my feet by a big strong lady. Thank you.
Nice catch.
And Ariana looks at you just sort of like with a smile, but sort of chuckles and keeps walking. He's like, this way, I think. And you can start walking along this corridor, and it's definitely man-made. Everything has been built up. You can see torches start to flick on. They come to life as you walk down this corridor. And Ariana, you can see, looks decidedly nervous. Just like, okay, yep, nothing weird about this at all. And keeps walking. Are you, in fact, Harvey, can you please make me a perception check, please?
Hote.
Do you still have your head plugs in? Or like earplugs?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Harvey, can you please? Okay, on a 10, your earplugs are interfering, but you can see a light at the end of the corridor, like a flickering of fire. But you can't hear anything.
There's something down there. I see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Let's see what it is.
Are you stealthing this, or are you just going?
Yeah, I'll stealth it. As stealthy as I can be when I've got
Okay.
earplugs in.
Okay, do you want to go and check it out and we can stay here?
Yeah. Sit tight.
And Ariana just...
I make myself small.
Oh, a 10. You stealth to the end of the corridor, and you think you're being pretty quiet. And
It's because I can't hear myself.
you can't hear yourself with these earplugs in. And you're walking down this corridor, and but Huldra and Ariana can, and you just hear this. It's like a snarling and a scuffling and a hissing and all sort of mixing together, and it's your fairly loud footsteps start walking down the corridor. You hear them stop, and you hear shuffling as if something's getting to its feet.
I try to like.
Which way are you
Yeah.
looking, Harvey? Are you looking forward, or would you look back at them?
Since I hear some shuffle, I stop and I turn back and look at them.
Yeah.
and I like gesture with my hands. There's something here.
I know.
I take out my crossbow and I just get ready.
As you turn round, there's this dark spawn looking at you, breathing heavily, snarling. This sort of skin just doesn't look right as it, and it reaches out and it just grabs you. Can you all please roll initiative?
Oh my god. Oh, are we all squishes here?
Oh no, you guys are without the
Ross.
bruises.
You got Ariana as well.
Oh, okay. Go, Ariana.
Yeah, we'll roll initiative for it, please.
What do we add for initiative?
It's straight up 3d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have never rolled anything more than a 12, I think. It's always like between 9 and 11. I don't understand. And everyone's like, 19. God damn it.
Right, and now let's roll for the dark.
That dwarf magic, you know?
Oh,
Oh my god! This is what I'm talking about!
okay. So, this darkspawn sees you, and with its long sword, it's grabbed you with one hand, and it's raised, and it's swinging at you. With
Oh,
this.
don't do that.
Does a 13 hit you?
I have 13. Does that mean yes?
That means yes.
Damn it.
Hits you. So, please take. Oh, I didn't even roll the attack roll right. It would have definitely hit you. So, please take 11 damage. As this sword comes down, where it's grabbed you, it's just swung down, and it's sort of not into your hip, but like the upper part of your thigh as you've moved, and it's just almost carved like a deep cut just into the side of your thigh.
That was my favorite tattoo, damn it!
And it is your turn.
Yeah, my crossbow is ready, and I'm at like point blank range. I just want to shoot it into its face.
Yeah, roll for me.
What do I add to it again? My
It's
dexterity?
your dex on this one. Yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage for me.
Woo! Damage is 2d6 plus 1, I think.
Ooh, okay. As it sort of swings down and it sort of sinks its blade into your leg, as a reaction, you fire this crossbow bolt straight towards its face, and it just sort of pierces through the cheek and out the other side, and it roars, like it screams at this. And at that, you see another one come tearing around the corner. So I'm going to roll for that one, but it won't come into play until next round.
Okay. Shit, y'all.
Still before Amberly. But it is now Huldra's turn.
Okay, so Huldra wants to use Blood Wound. So she's channeling her magic, and her fingertip starts to glow a little bit, and she's gonna cast it on the one that's attacking Harvey.
Okay, go for it. You roll for me, please.
Absolutely. That's the word.
Need to beat a 12. That's its own class.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Yay!
You roll damage for me, please.
Yes. Sorry, I just need to double check one thing. Yeah, okay. 5. And he can only take a minor action next round.
Okay, perfect. As this happens, you see the Harvey. You'll see this magic almost like shoot past your head, like either side, as it sort of heads in. And you just see sort of starts to bleed, like this. It just starts from the nose, the ears, the mouth, and he starts to freak out and it starts to scream. And Ariana, seeing the one behind you, charges straight past you, sword out. Let's have a look. On a 15 hits. A 10. And you see Ariana like almost charge past you and just collide and crash, sinking this blade into this other darkspawn that is just behind you. It is the other darkspawn's turn now. And it reaches back for you, Harvey, as you've just been the one to shoot it in the face. So 16.
Ah, yeah.
And that's 9 damage as it pulls it's more the pain as it pulls the blade out from your leg, and with its sort of like its metal covered fist just slams it into your stomach.
Oh.
And it is your turn.
Another crossbow. Because why not?
Go for it.
Damn
A
it.
9 does not hit. The pain from your leg, you sort of shake a little bit and the arrow goes off in the opposite direction. This other darkspawn that has just been hit by Ariana lashes back out at Ariana. They seem to be fairly evenly matched. On a 15 does hit. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay. And does 14 damage to Ariana, who you see that where she's run straight into this darkspawn, it's like she's left that tiny bit of her side open, and this horrible sort of jagged black blade just goes straight in her side. It is now Huldra's turn.
Yes. So Huldra is gonna she's gonna take her blade and cut her palm, so she starts to bleed and sort of rub in the blood, and she's gonna use arcane bolt. So I'm gonna first have to roll. Let's see if I can do this right. I'm gonna roll damage on myself for that.
Either way, you take damage.
Yeah. So take 5. Gosh darn it. And now I roll. All right. So I take 5 damage, and I still have to roll to see if I can shoot this little arcane bolt. Which
that is a miss.
Oh, okay.
By 1.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's a miss by 1.
Okay. Rip. I'm gonna see if you can continue, but I'm gonna see if I have any penalties for that.
And as this happens, it is now. Let's have a look. It's Ariana's turn as she's been hit by this creature, and you can see almost like out of pure rage, she tries to fight back, and she misses. The wound in her side, you can see, is just pouring outside. She's slowly collapsing to one side. It is now the Darkspawn in front of Harvey's turn. And it's just going to try reach out with a punch again. Does a 14 hit?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. That's 5 damage on this one. And it is your turn as you take this other punch to the gut.
Oh my god, beating me up. Somehow in this chaos, I load another crossbow bolt.
Yeah, you can do that as it goes, so please roll.
Oh no!
It doesn't hit! And
Wow.
this other Darkspawn reaches out and attacks Ariana again. Lashing out.
How do you
Oh god, and it hits. Have a look. It hits for a 7. And it is now Huldra's turn. And Harvey, from where you are, you can see that this Darkspawn, again with its fist, has just jabbed it, like punched really hard into the side where Ariana was stabbed herself, and she sort of buckles down onto one knee.
Yeah. I'm reading about Arcane Bolt, and if the target makes a successful dexterity versus your test and your spell power, the spell only inflict 1d6 damage.
1d6. Okay, roll 1d6 for me then.
Okay. It's full. It's full.
Awesome. But it is your turn again.
Yes. So I think this is up to you. If I inflicted a wound on myself, do I have to do it for every spell, or is it like one wound per fight? Like that?
I think if you're going for a fresh wound, it is doing it again. Because you are using that blood again. You're drawing that energy from it.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna try it again and see if I succeed this time. So make another wound. Let's go. I need to roll damage on myself. What did I roll for the first time? 1d6.
1d6.
Gosh darn
5
it!
again.
I cannot do this much longer.
Yeah, it's a rough fight.
Yeah.
These are 2 big Darkspawn.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll the damage.
Finally, also stunt points.
Yes.
Yes. Just gonna double check so if it's plus. No, I don't think it's plus anything. I think it's just straight roll. So it takes 9 damage.
Okay, this. Are you still attacking the same one that Harvey? Is this
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Harvey, like in front of you, this is just. It doesn't fall to its knees, but he's looking pretty bad.
which was my dragon die? Is it the last one?
The 6.
So I have 6 stun points.
Mhm.
Wait.
And yeah, Harvey, just before you see this thing, as much as it's holding on to you, it's staggering.
So for the stun point, I want to use. If the spell does damage, all of the damage is this round becomes penetrating damage, ignoring the target's armor rating. So if it has armor, it ignores it.
Okay, awesome.
Sorry, and now I'm finished.
And it is now Ariana's turn, and she is looking not great. But she does lash out as she stands sort of on one knee, and she does hit. She lashes out and sort of pushing herself up, pushes her sword up through the arm, underneath the armpit, up through the arm, through the shoulder of this darkspawn. And we are back round to Harvey's go, because Huldra has really done some damage to the one in front of her.
Okay. I'm just gonna go for another crossbow because I have 2 weapons and that's the stronger one. Okay. Doop-a-doo. Ah!
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Finally.
And roll damage for me, please.
5.
Yeah, this thing is on its last legs. How do you kill it?
Oh god, I want to like kick it to the ground first to get it like in position, and then like standing over it into the back of its head.
Yeah.
And fire the crossbow.
You fire it, and it's almost that quick jolt and that splurt, and it just crashes down onto the ground. So we now actually, oh no, this other darkspawn that is now stood over Ariana, even though she's just forced a sword right up. But... oh, that didn't type, okay. It completely misses her, sort of swinging down, and it's like with the arm that she has gone and swung down on, it's not moving anymore, and it's just crying out in too much pain. It is Huldra's turn.
So how bad does it look?
It looks pretty bad, but it's not like on its last legs.
Okay. Because Huldra is getting a bit tired of cutting herself. It kind of starts to hurt, and she's taking a little bit of damage. So she's gonna use blood wound again.
Yes.
This guy. $14.
14. That is a hit. Can you roll damage for me, please?
Yes. You can move on, and I can. I need to check up some stuff.
Okay. And then it is down to Ariana's turn.
And Alice, we have hit 10 retweets.
Oh, okay. Okay, hang on, let me just do this roll. Ariana completely misses. Right, I'm going to give you all a number. So Guzgid 1, Harbeck 2, Nara 3, Huldra 4, and Harvey 5. So, let's have a look. 3. So that means, Nara, could you please roll me a 1d100? $81. Oh, I think I've had that one yet. Okay. So.
It also takes 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, now he's a... Harvey, you can see this darkspawn stood over Ariana, who is bleeding out. What are you doing? You are muted. You're muted, Harvey.
I want to tackle him.
Tackle him, go for it.
Should I add strength to that?
It depends how are you doing sheer force, or are you doing...
I'm getting a running start and trying to like launch myself on him.
Then definitely do that.
Okay. I'm not the strongest, but let's do it.
On a tackle,
yeah,
you do push him straight over. It's like you've run towards him, and as where he's about to raise his blade over Ariana, and you have just charged head on and knocked him straight over.
That's all I can do.
Okay, it is the Darkspawn's turn as it lashes out. lashes out at you. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
No. As you knock it over, it sort of flails and it's sort of trying to swing at you, but you're sort of ducking and moving around, and it is Holdra's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use... How far away is it from me?
It's just been pushed that little bit further away from you, so it's sort of down the other end of the corridor, so maybe sort of 10 meters or so.
Okay. Gosh. I don't want to inflict more wounds on myself. Yeah, I'm gonna be boring and may do blood wound again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a definite hit. You roll damage for me, please.
I can't remember how much damage this does, even if I do it every time.
1d6 plus 3.
6!
Yeah, on a 6, Harvey, where you're laying on top of this creature at the moment, he starts to shake violently, and you can just see the blood starts to sort of pour out of him a lot faster. He's on death's door. Ariana is not getting up. She is down. She's trying to pull herself to the side, so it is Harvey's turn now.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and stab this thing with my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Just blow on it.
I think it's just plus. Yeah. Okay. 11.
That was, hang on, because you took this one's armor away, didn't you, Holdra?
I don't. It was a stunt, so I think it's only for that attack.
Okay, then you just miss, Harvey.
Yes.
It's like he's squirming about,
Mm-hmm.
and you're sort of stabbing almost blindly because you're sort of buried in like his chest as he's trying to get across. Holdra, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut myself again. Cool. So Halran once again take out the knife and like make another wound and starts to channel the magic and cast. I'm just gonna inflict some damage on myself first. Haha! I also
14
yeah.
does hit. So if you roll damage for me, please.
Ciao.
How do you kill this creature?
So you can see like the Halra is starting to look really tired, but she's like, oh, shit, takes out the knife and makes a third cut on her hand, and like I said, starts to channel this big like bolt of lightning and just like aims it towards him and just shoots him in the face, so he like it makes a flip back basically.
Well, he's already on the floor, so
He makes a double flip.
And Harvey in front of you is just this grim scene as you suddenly realize this darkspawn comes to a still.
That was a close one.
Thank you very much to Crimson Rosebud, who's come in with the sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you. You have a reroll to gift.
Does anyone have anything to smoke or drink?
Ariana's like trying to pull herself. No, trying to sort of drag herself more in the direction of you more than being able to actually stand up. You can see her wound's fresh, and it's almost just she's holding onto her hand,
Yeah.
but it is red.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
get the hell out of here as fast as possible.
No. Ariana, can you walk?
I can try.
Okay.
Sort of using her sword to pull herself up. You can see she's wobbly on her feet. And she takes one of the she basically rips off like a piece of material. It's a very colourful scarf from all around her waist and just starts tying it tightly around her waist.
Yeah. Holler also wash her wounds and takes some fabric and.
Okay. Can we get this over and done with, please?
Yeah.
Please.
Should we?
Yes, he holds a hand down to Harvey, even though this is probably not going to be the most stable help up.
Yeah, we're just propping each other up at this point.
Yeah. And she pulls you up, and you feel that she's holding on to you as much as you are holding on to her. You
Yeah.
can start to, and this corridor you've walked down now, if you look into the room, you can see where the Darkspawn camp was. It looks like there was only 2 of them. There is a small campfire and a huge crack, like a ravine in the earth. So, oh, there we go.
Should we have a short rest before we continue?
Do we have time?
I mean, how many more fights like this can we manage?
Well, if we find them faster, they would be more help versus us sitting around like, bait.
I know, but
We
we're
don't
not
know
gonna
how
be
many-
any help for them if we're dead. That's
No,
what
but
I'm
if there's
saying.
any more of those Darkspawn around here, I don't want to wait and find them. I don't know what's in the Fade. I don't understand the Fade, but
It's nice here compared to the Fade.
is it?
I heard the stories I've heard, yes.
Okay, well, I don't know how much is left in me, so I'm gonna go and see. And she sort of walks over to the edge and just looks down into this. It is literally like there's been an earthquake and there's a huge crack in the floor. And as you approach and you listen to this, you can hear whispers. This isn't normal. And Huldra, you know this isn't normal. You should only be able to access the Fade via your dreams almost, so you're never there physically. And it's Ariana's looking down at that. Can you hear that? You
Yeah, I can, and it's this is so weird. This is not supposed to be this way. You're not supposed to be able to enter the Fade physically.
No, I can hear my brother. Can't you?
No, and
Is that right?
it's not your brother.
How do you know?
Your brother is not in the Fade. You need to remember that all the voices you hear, there's no one there you know. There's only demons.
That elf lady said they were going crazy down here too, so we need to keep our wits about us.
Yeah. No one you talk to here is actually anyone you know, and don't talk to anyone.
And as you look beneath you, you can see that there's almost this green light, very much like the one you saw the others disappear into as they fell from the cliff.
Well,
So, what do we do? She's looking white right now. She's looking pretty pale.
Looks like we
maybe you
got a friend.
I say
maybe
we keep moving.
we keep moving, but do you want to go back to Rail?
I can't climb back up a well. Like, as she looks at you holding her side, like, I'm not climbing back up a well. I can't leave myself like this in front of Terrail.
We'll find Geared and he'll help us climb back up.
Okay. And you can see that her eyes, not glazed over, but they look like she just looks at you. And you're not sure if she's fainted or if she's letting herself do this and she just falls into this ravine.
Can I try to catch her?
Is this the entrance? Is this how we get in? We just fall into a ravine?
There's a green flash of light.
That's
gone.
okay. I couldn't. Wasn't I able to react to that?
She was like stood on one side. She's just allowed herself to fall. Like, this is a heavy drop. This isn't someone jumping. This isn't someone taking the time to go. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
You can probably guess she passed out more than anything.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to catch her. Okay, if I see her just falling, I'm just gonna jump in right after her.
Yeah, and we were holding on to each other, so she's probably kind of dragging me down with her.
She would have let go of you. You would have felt the grip go, loosen, like just go floppy, if anything.
Okay. Well, if they're both falling, then Harvey's gonna belly flop into it as well.
Just
I think Hulra is like doing everything she can to like fall gracefully, but just like stumbles around in the air. I want to try to do a superhero landing as well.
There is like this flash of like, it's like it's getting too bright, and then it just flashes green, and there's darkness. And we will head back over to Harbeck, Nara, and Gizgid.
Hey.
As you stand at the base of these steps.
I've got an arrow knocked, and there's like a figure at the top of the steps.
Yeah, it seems to be sat there, not looking at you.
Okay.
They're sat there and they've got their heads in their hands.
I've got an arrow knocked and bow drawn, pointed at them. And just kind of, Alia?
As you get closer, you hear a male voice.
No, not Alia.
I don't know where I am. I don't know what is happening. Where am I? I don't understand.
Yeah, we don't understand either.
Hearing you say that, his head snaps up, and he like scrambles back. He's like, "Stay back! Stay back!
Wait, it's all right.
We won't do anything if you don't.
Stay back! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer!" And then you look down, and he is wearing Grey Warden
Hey,
armor, but he looks pretty messy, like stained with blood, mud, dirt.
yeah. You look like you've been through a lot. Why don't you just take a deep breath? We're not gonna hurt you. We are not really sure how we wound up here either.
Are you just one of the things in here?
Okay,
that
well
what you
that's
are?
extremely rude. No, we're not just things. My name is Harbeck Uthkarok. I
Like
am
real.
I think so. Pretty sure. Nara, Gersgeard, they're both real. We're looking for our friend.
You're not one of them.
I don't think so.
One of who?
It's the things in here. Those voices, the things that look like what you think they are. They look like someone you know, and it's not.
Well, we're not anyone you know.
Hey, yeah, she makes a good point. You don't know us, so we can't be a thing that looks like someone you know.
And he sort of looks confused, but you can see that it's almost reassuring to him.
Are you one of the Grey Wardens?
And he looks down at his chest. He's like, I think so.
How long have you been here?
And you can see him look slightly confused and blink a couple of times. A while.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression.
I'm looking around us.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Well, I don't really know why we wound up here, but currently we're looking for our friend. It's a elf.
An elf.
Young Dalish.
An
There
elf
we
doesn't
go.
even know what's a real elf or a real human or a real whatever in here.
Well,
Make
I
sure
think
make sure it's who you came in with. Like, and he starts, like, he twitches a little bit, like he's shaking his head to the side. It's almost like he knocks his head one side just to straighten it out again, just to stop himself from twitching.
it's all good. She probably would have been another person you don't know or recognize. Have you seen an elf you don't know wandering around here?
Very quickly, he scurries up to you, almost in an animalistic like way, and he grabs
Okay.
your arm, and he's like, "You don't know what's in here. This ghost's in here. You don't. I thought there were more Grey Wardens in here. I don't know if they're Grey Wardens. You can't trust anyone."
Okay. Getting the impression I really don't trust you, because you're doing a lot of scrambling.
And his eyes look wild, like they look mad, and you can see very big dark circles, not just under the eyes but around the eyes.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much to Isriva, who donates a random magic item thingy for Guzkid. Thank you, Isriva.
Getting the impression you've been down here for a very long time. Did you come down here with other people, or?
I don't remember coming here. I've always been
Yeah,
here.
that's fair. Yeah, I went to sleep and then now I'm here. That doesn't make a lick of sense. But I get it. Where where's the last place you remember being that wasn't here?
And again, it's like he squints, really trying to figure out what is going on, and he sort of is, I think I was on patrol.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Where were you patrolling?
Oh, the battlements. There was a sky. There was a sky. It wasn't like this sky. It was a blue sky, and there was a sandstorm.
Okay. A sandstorm.
Yeah, sand everywhere. Sand always gets everywhere. I hate sand. Gets in my shoes. Gets just in between everything. And like Izzy's just, it's like he starts rambling to himself.
Okay.
Stop.
No one likes sand. It's tiny rocks. It's lesser rocks. They're not great. I get it. But need you to focus up. Were you in maybe like the western approach?
What's the western approach? I've heard of that. What have I heard of
Yeah.
that?
It's a place slightly southwest of Orlais. Mm-hmm.
And he
Have
just
you heard of Olay?
stares at you wide-eyed. I don't understand.
You don't understand Orlais.
No. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, there it is. Mm-hmm.
Not. I don't know.
All right. Well, And Harbath looks at Nara and then at Gersgear and he's like, do you all, I don't know what to do with this fella?
Like, as you turn and look at him, you can see this warden looking around you at the others, almost. It's sort of a mix between a child and an animal, like a scared out. They don't know what's going on.
I have no idea. If we take him with us, maybe his memories will come back. But what if we do take him back and he's still like this?
I mean, we should probably get him out of here. I don't really want to just leave him here to go insane.
Like, he's just
I
like
think it's a bit
gesturing
late for
over
that.
to Nara. Like, he's getting closer to Nara, just like to
Whoa, hey. What's up?
I found this. And he pulls out this silk handkerchief. It's yours.
I don't like much like this, Harbeck.
Yeah, now I really dislike it. Why do you know that's hers?
Because her name's on it. And he lifts it up, and embroidered is yours and your mother's name on this handkerchief. It's yours.
Is it written out fully?
Just in front of you, but he doesn't want to touch you, so he
That's
behind her.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Is it the name's written out in full?
In full.
Okay. Which last name do I have?
You know which last name he has.
Yeah. You guys would the other two see it?
If you show them, this thing has come right up to you.
It's
it's going, hey! It's it's come up to you.
Yeah.
To you.
Okay. I take it and I stare at it because is this something that I made at any point, or something I recognize, or something even my father made?
Something your father made for your mother.
How did you get this?
And he sits back on his sits down with his knees tucked up. It's just watching you, doesn't say anything. Out of curiosity, it's not
What is that, Nara?
She opens up the handkerchief and just kind of thumbs the embroidery over the name. It was a gift that my father gave to my mother. How it's here,
Why?
beyond me.
Is it
But
something
I think she's holding
to Arlia?
No. This is, I've never had this.
Then it's not.
It was a token.
I don't
Feels
think
real.
this place is messing with our brains, kind of like the mirrors. Remember, Nara, the mirrors with all the fake stuff?
No,
Nara,
different, I think.
is it?
The mirrors, I feel like the shadows there were embodiments of something. Whether it be fears or regrets or anything of that sort. But I've only seen this maybe once or twice in my life.
But you've seen it.
Briefly, I don't even know if I could make out the details of the embroidery, but here it is in all its glory. She kind of smiles a little bit sadly, and it's just all the stitches are in mine. Father was never one to take shortcuts.
Can I look at it?
She hesitates for a bit and stares at it for a bit and then holds it out.
And what name does it say on it?
It says Nara Canaran and Jenna Canaran. And you probably recognize Jenna as someone who was in the warrior caste, who was basically, I think, pretty high up there. Very high up there. Pretty much everything but official title.
What?
And I think she hands it over, and Nara is going to walk off a little bit and just do a little perimeter and make sure no one's caught. No one who they don't know has noticed this conversation.
Does it look and feel the same to me when I hold it?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Geared, come here.
I'm here.
Look at it. Read the names on it. And Harbeck just kind of hands him the handkerchief. I think this kid's
Crazy.
telling us who they are. No, I meant Nara.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, you mean Nara? Looks at Nara.
Nara is she has her bow out, but I think she's just looking down at the moment. She's not really doing a very good job.
And Harbeck's speaking pretty quietly, but he's like, yeah, I don't think she's I don't think she is who she says she is exactly. But I'm less concerned with that right now. I don't know why this is here, and I don't really know if it's real, and I don't know what to do with him. And he points to the Grey Warden.
Who is watching you as you talk. At a distance, but he is watching.
Harbeck, I'm not quite following. Who do you think Nara is?
I think she's warrior caste. I mean, if her mother's Jenna, that means she's warrior caste. It's inherited from the, and he looks over at Nara.
Would Gizgid recognize the name Canaran at all? Or did this happen after whatever happened with Gizgid's backstory?
Scratticus doesn't recognize the name. Can you help Scrat out?
The name itself is something I made up, but backstory-wise, if we go into it, her mother is noble. And depending on how high up you were or whatnot, or depending on how much attention you paid to the warrior caste, you probably recognize that the Jenna Canaran is probably almost second in charge to Harbeck's mother.
Yeah, so probably definitely knows who this is.
Yeah, probably like second in charge, like in everything but official title. I imagine her as one of those people that never had the official title, but everyone still looked to her.
Mm.
And Nara has the last name Canaran as well.
Guzgid was a proving fiend, despite being Smith cast. So probably would know if she had much to do with the provings and things like that, which I imagine she would. So yeah, he probably would pick
Jenna
up.
definitely would.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen Nara like approving or anything though, Harbeck.
I mean, yeah, but if she's saying this is her name and that her mother's Jenna, that makes her not just warrior caste, it makes her nobility. I mean, she's highborn for sure.
This kid narrows his eyes at Nara.
No, I think she's left the tension. There's no tension in her bow. And I think she's just kind of flapping her eyes a bit. She looks back at this. Can I have that back?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And Harbeck takes it from Gersgerd and hands it back to her, and he looks at her and he says, "You don't really save maybe Uthkarok, Idukin. You don't really get much more highborn than that."
Warrior caste was never for me. Much to the chagrin of all the other higher-ups, I preferred to follow in my father's footsteps, who was merchant. I was never much of a fighter.
Well, you're pretty darn good with a bow, kid.
You can thank Alia for that.
Yeah, maybe I will.
You stabbed an ogre.
Yeah, apparently. I wasn't there for it, but...
Well, you were. You were just sleeping through the whole thing. I guess that probably should have raised some alarm bells, really.
I kind of feel... There does seem to be a very casual air about my sleeping through literally everything, but that's fine. We'll get to that later.
I did what I had to do. If I didn't do something, then what would have happened to her? We have to find Alia. After Father passed and Mother would have been in Orzammar when it fell.
Yeah.
Alia's all I've got. She's my heart. She's my courage. And we have to find her.
I get it. Yeah, we're gonna find her. That's fine. I lost... Yeah, a lot of people were in Orzammar. Hey, Grey Warden.
And he sort of perks up, like, off to the side.
Me?
Where'd you find this?
It's around.
Just around? Just detritus?
There's always things here.
Right. All right, well, we're going to pick up our friend's trail. Keep looking for her. You're welcome to come with us. We're going to try and get ourselves out of this place. Don't reckon you really want to hang around here.
I can come with you.
Yeah, you can come with us, but you're going to walk in front.
Can you be quiet?
Yes, I can be quiet. I'm always quiet. You have to be quiet.
Good.
And he sort of gets to his feet, and he seems to keep wringing his hands, but he does shuffle forwards. Like, he keeps checking you're still there, but he is walking like further up these steps.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nara, you're going to lead the way. He's going to keep just directly to your side. I'll keep an eye on him from back here.
Sounds good. I think as she walks over forward, as she's picking up the trail again, you can tell that like she's clenching her jaw, and she's very like the grip on her bow is quite tight. It's like she has more to say, but she doesn't want to say it.
And like he walks to the side of you again, constantly like wringing his hands. Like he doesn't stop moving, and he twitches every now and then. He's like,
I was gonna lose her damn mind.
"Did you not like the handkerchief?"
I never had a chance to get any mementos. So thank you.
And just with his hands, it's like he's like as he sort of gestures towards it.
Yeah, thank you. I think she takes the handkerchief out and she's gonna tie it around the grip of her bow and just have it there.
And he watches you do this, like really like too close, but you know he's just interested. Like,
Yeah.
He's leaning in.
As a reminder, even though Trouble isn't here, Harbeck still has Trouble's original dead master's stuff tied around his wrist.
Yeah, Nara ties this handkerchief around the thing on the grip of her bow and always has a hand over it. She just looks at the Grey Warden. So,
obviously, Harbeck. Sorry,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, because he'll look at Nara's and watch her do it, and then if he sees Harbeck's, he'll sort of shuffle over to you, and sort of he puts his hand out to touch it, and then looks at you, and then takes his hand back.
Harbeck looks down at it. He hasn't really like thought about it for a while. Oh yeah. Did you know a Grey Warden went to Orzammar recently?
And he doesn't say anything. He just leans in that little bit closer. Again, looking confused.
Harbeck, as they're walking, he just kind of like pulls the knot out and kind of folds out it's basically just like a blue and gray sleeve, and he kind of like hands it out towards him.
He sort of snatches it quickly and just sort of has a look, and he's just holding it like far too close to his face.
It smells very badly. It's been on Harbeck's wrist for
he
all
doesn't
of this.
seem to be bothered by the smell. He's just holding it very close. What's Orzammar?
Orzammar is or was the Dwarven Kingdom. It's the heart of the stone. It's everything that we...
The dwarves under the ground, where the Darkspawn are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tried to warn them.
Yeah, tried to warn them about what?
Darkspawn. Like...
Yeah.
Archdemon.
So the Grey Wardens knew about the Archdemon.
And he starts looking at his hands. Yeah.
All right.
We sent our friends to go and warn them. Too late.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was too late.
Back. No Grey Wardens. Lost my friend there.
Yeah. Well, what was your friend's name?
And he has a really hard think again. And then he looks a little bit closer at the material, as if it's giving him answers in some way.
Yeah.
And then hands it back. Oliver.
Oliver, huh? Well, his dog made it. That's about it.
He had a dog.
Yes, he did.
And he starts walking. Back over with Harvey and Huldra. You get the feeling you've been falling, but you don't feel yourself land. At all. In fact, your eyes flicker open. And you are hovering just above the ground. Like inches, I'm talking like really just above the ground.
Harvey tries to like stretch her body as much as possible. It's like,
You can literally just about touch the ground if you want to.
Okay.
I do. I'm trying to get to the ground. I'm just like,
Yeah, as soon as your fingertips brush that stone, it's like whatever was holding you stops and you just fall.
Huldra is gonna try to take a step forward in the air.
You don't move. You sort of judder, like you hover, like a...
I'm gonna jump.
You sort of... It's not very far, like a bounce, but unless you're trying to reach the rock. Ariana, you can see, is already laying on the ground. Not far from where Harvey's just sort of fallen.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna sit down instead then. I'm gonna sit down and reach down the ground.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna follow my little rump.
You feel like the energy, whatever's holding on to you, just go.
Yeah.
And you drop. It's not
And
far, like literally it's...
Oh yeah, she sits down, like almost on her knees and just reach down with her hands, so she's like, just boop, a little bit with... She makes a soft landing.
And you both are on the ground and you look up at this green swirling sky, these clouds, like dark, almost like thunder clouds, but there's no thunder. And you also see these huge big black rocks hovering in the air.
Okay, Harvey, you okay?
well, my damn hip hurts more than it ever has, but I'm fine.
Ariana? Are you okay?
Ariana doesn't reply.
Okay, I go forward and I wanna see if she
seems to have passed out.
Ariana, wake up! I give her a little slap on the cheek. Wake up!
There's nothing.
Okay. Can I make a medicine check?
Yes, you can.
What do I want to roll?
Probably, if anything, like I completely forgot the word for it and everything. It depends. Are you trying to find out what's wrong, or are you trying to wake her up?
I would probably try to, if I can't wake her up. No, I'm gonna try to wake her up.
Okay. If you're trying to wake her up, then roll like a communication for me, kind of.
Yeah. Sure. I have 0 in that. That's great. 10?
On a 10, you can sort of pat her lightly and talk to her, and you can hear her sort of moan, but she's out. It's like she's not passed out, but she's not got the energy. She's not with it enough.
Can I roll some kind of, I don't know, perception or something like that to see if she needs stabilization or if she's just going to be fine, just passed out?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Ba-ba-da. Perception. 12.
On a 12, you can see where she's secured, like with the scarf, it's come loose slightly and she's bleeding out.
Okay. I'm gonna tighten that up then.
Can I assist in some way?
Yeah, you don't need to roll for this. It's a simple of readjusting everything that was already there. You can see her wince and like hiss slightly at like obviously the pain that she's in. And you're almost like behind a rock, like behind a cliff type thing. It's just a huge big piece of black jagged rock. And you feel like you're sat in not a courtyard, but something like that, just in front of what looks like a darker version of the fortress you've just been in. And just off the way, as you're securing Ariana, in the distance you can see what looks like the Grey Warden colours of this very nervous looking man walking by 3 dwarfs. And you can see this man sort of flitting in between them.
Could that be Harbeck and Guskid and Nara?
I mean, most likely. And you know this place better than me, but I doubt very many other people will be wandering around when we're here looking for our friends. So do you want to run ahead and try and see who it is, and I'll finish her up?
No, we stick together. I also know this place. I don't have a map. We're just gonna have to guess our way through. My bet is that might be our way out, and I point towards the green sky. But we're gonna have to figure out on the way. I'm gonna help you. Have we stabilized Ariana?
She's now. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just. And I can carry her.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
Yeah. Let's try to catch up with them with caution. It might not be them, but I think I don't know. Let's just try.
Okay. I think I help you put her over your shoulder, and we start walking towards the group.
Do the rest of us see them?
The first thing you hear is that the Grey Warden just goes, and he sort of ducks behind Nara, and he's just like,
I'm the smallest one.
There's people coming.
Who's coming? What?
He sort of like points, literally like he's behind Nara, he's pointing over her shoulder, like past.
I look and I see Huldra and Harvey. And I'm like, oh, here we go. All right. We're going to get the whole... All right, everybody stay diligent. It's doing its thing. They're probably going to tell us like Ariana's died or something, and we're going to have to deal with the whole... Just remember, nothing here is real.
Jesus, Ufuraka, do you have to be so dramatic?
I know, but it's just... Oh, hey, Huldra and Harvey, how's it going?
Okay, Harvey, remember that it might be an illusion.
We're gonna kill each other.
Like, we just have to be really, really cautious.
Well, there's a quick way around that, but we'll see what we see when we get up close.
So Huldra is just gonna approach them. We don't like really. She's gonna look at them, but not like hello. She's just gonna walk forward like.
Yeah, Harbeck just walks up to Huldra.
Yeah, and Huldra just stands there. Harbeck.
Nara's got her bow drawn at you guys.
Uh-huh.
So is that...
Who's that you got over your shoulder there?
So
what does it look like?
She points at Harvey. Names.
As soon as Huldra says it's Ariana, Harbeck looks back at the other two with like a looking at the camera on The Office look, like told you.
Yeah. So, Nora, I see that Harbeck is awake.
Yeah.
Okay, is it okay? This is really awkward. Harbeck, is that you? And I sort of like try to push you back with
He
force.
stumbles back. Oh, whoa, okay, all right.
Okay.
I don't know, is that you? And he kind of pushes Huldra.
Keep shoving each other. I look to Harvey. I look to Harvey with the bow drawn, and I just like, on the way to Val Royeaux, we stopped and made camp, and we played a game. What was it?
Oh, some dumb shoe throwing game. Listen,
Not
I'm
dumb.
playing out.
Yep.
How dare you!
I can't believe you
It's
say
my
dumb.
culture. How
That's
dare
some
you
of the most
insult?
fun I've had in a long time, actually.
Well, we've solved that problem. They're all who they say they are.
That was actually quite effective. I'm quite impressed.
Okay.
Harvey,
all right.
I thought you liked it.
She kind of gives you a steely look, but she kind of smiles a little bit.
She's in pain right now, and
Oh yeah. Oh.
Ariana is also passed out. She's just like, all this paranoia is wasting time. I'm bleeding. We got to get the hell out of here, and I think
Yeah.
that's the way up.
What
Yeah.
happened to you?
We met Darkspawn on our way here. So
How
I'm
did you
here to
get
find
here?
you guys.
But- yeah, let's just say we're not gonna be
Oh.
able to do another fight like that.
We
If
haven't
anyone has
found.
any way to help us out right now, that would be real fine.
I can
Yeah.
try, I suppose. If we could find Alia, I'm sure she'd know better. She knows some. She has some tricks up her sleeve.
You don't know where she
we
went?
We haven't found
Yeah,
her
we've been
now.
able to find her now.
We've been following tracks.
Oh yeah, and we
something.
found this guy.
Oh yeah,
And I
who
just point at the gray horse.
He was like looking up over from behind Nara.
Do any of you know where we are? Also quite important. Feels important to me. Where the
I am-
hell are we?
Oh yeah, did the sky explode?
Yeah, oh, we're all right, you guys. This is the Fade. Welcome to the Fade.
Black
Oh,
mages and stuff. The Fade.
we don't even get like an information pamphlet. What is this place?
That can't be right. We're resistant to magic. We can't enter the Fade.
And we're gonna.
Husky, I swear to God, I'm going to
we're gonna
backhand you.
revisit that. No, just you have some ideas that I think are maybe. I don't want to be here. The idea of being in the Fade is just. All right.
Well,
So-
if you have anyone to thank for being here, it's your damn cube. Supposedly, it's protecting you, and it brought you here
Yeah.
instead of being crushed by that bridge.
Okay, well, I mean, I understand fully what I just said about not wanting to be here, but I
Just-
also
just
don't
get-
want to be crushed by a bridge. So
This kid leans into Nara. Wait for it. Wait for the change of subject. Here it comes any second.
I just feel
Nara's like doesn't want to agree, but it's just like
I'd feel like if I was crushed by a bridge, that'd be a lot worse than being in the Fade looking for Arlia. Which, by the way, we still haven't found her. We've got to. Where is Arlia? Have either of you seen it?
No.
pointing
Also,
at you.
speaking of elves, there was an elf that told us where to find you. That was interested
Oh,
in
What
Q.
did,
They're
what did they look
interested in
like?
What was her name?
Elf,
What did they?
Elf.
What did they look? Male, female? What did they look like?
female. What did she look like, Alice?
Hey, she had the pointy ears, remember? She had pointy
Yeah, oh my god!
That's all you need.
This is all I need. Like
She
when I describe myself,
in
I'm a
stand-
girl.
like standard attire, and she had just long blonde hair. Seemed to be tied back
Did it-
loosely.
Did the person who pushed me through the mirror have long blonde hair and was also an elf?
They had blonde hair, but it was tied up very neatly.
Okay.
Mm,
Well,
I-
that's not enough to
Same
go off of.
Yeah. So she did not mention her name or not really what she was doing there or why she wanted. She was really. She talked a lot about
Mhm.
nothing.
that's yeah.
The elf I
I hate-
met in
Elves
Crossroads
do
is
that all
similar.
the time. Have you noticed? honestly how elves will give you like the
They
runaround?
just love
Oh,
to
yeah.
hear themselves talk. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. They just like, oh,
Hey.
look at me. I'm mystical and I have lived
Wait,
2,000 years.
guys.
Right? It's like, oh, I'm an elf.
I'm gonna go find. If you don't mind,
Yeah.
guys, I'm going to
Uh,
go continue finding the trail for my elven girlfriend. So
Oh, yeah, we should probably. Also,
Okay,
I think
because she-
Ariana's dying.
No, she's
Yeah,
not.
I was
Fine.
there like,
yeah.
Don't worry about
Can I-
her. She'll be fine.
Did you clean? If you were fighting darkspawn, did you clean the wound?
Yeah, we did clean the wounds. I did mention that, didn't I? That I cleaned.
yeah.
I recall
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Okay,
Good,
all
good.
right.
So where are these tracks you're following go?
Okay, everyone stand still so I don't get them mixed up. Where are they going?
Like, I mean, yeah, this Grey Warden steps forward. It's just like, you can rest if you want.
That's okay.
Go
I
to
love
the court.
the suggestion.
Not yet.
Maybe not from you.
Not while there's still a member of us missing.
Okay, but
Keep going further and further away. We don't know how big this place is. Seems to be as big as Thedas itself.
well, when we find her, we can use a rest.
I'll tend to your wounds, all of your wounds.
Okay, this way. But be quiet.
Are we taking orders from him?
I don't
Is
really
he
know.
following the trail? Like, is he?
He seems to be
Like-
walking in the same direction as you.
Yeah. It's like, well,
It's like he's
The
watched
tracks-
on to what you're doing, and he's trying to do the same as you.
Okay.
Like you'll notice after a while he tries to copy mannerisms from each of you as well. It's like he's learning again.
And is the direction that he's going in towards the like dark version of the tower we were near, or away from it?
Towards the courtyard area, not into the tower, not into
Okay.
the tower itself. And
Alrighty.
he's just sort of he's wandering up. He said, "You've got to be very quiet, very quiet," and he keeps going.
yeah, I'll follow him, making sure that he's sticking to the tracks as well. If he like ever veers off of him, I'll just kind of.
Yeah, you can keep an eye on him as to where he's going. You think he's
Yeah.
really trying to be helpful, but
Oh,
at the same time, he's
gosh.
not.
Oh,
He doesn't
he's
really
adopted
know.
another son.
I keep a safe distance from him. I don't like him.
In the
me.
back of the group,
Yeah.
in the back of the group, I'm sure Harvey's going real slow. I just want to ask Gersgeard, where did you find this guy? Or did he find you? What's his deal?
Well, look, we fell through the sky onto the ground and it was painful, and then he was here with Nara's napkin.
All right. Did he give you his name?
He seems pretty crazy. I think he's a Grey Warden.
Oh, we heard a bunch of Grey Wardens went crazy down here, so maybe he is actually one.
Maybe he was crazy before he entered the Fade. I don't even really think about that.
Well, either way, he's crazy now, and I'm sure the Fade didn't help.
Yeah.
That seems to be what happened to all the Grey Wardens in this place, so that's why there's none around. At least that's what that mysterious elf told us.
Hey, wait a second. Where are Terrail in trouble?
They're
fine.
dead. No.
They're fine. We didn't want to
Fine.
bring them down here with us, so good thing too. We wouldn't have been able to help them in that scrap we were in before we came here. So they're sitting pretty up on top of the well.
On top of the well, in the place with the dragon and like a million darkspawn.
No,
I mean, if we want to go and, like, help them, I mean, getting out is still our main priority.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's fair.
that kid managed to evade them the first time the Darkspawn came and invaded Orzammar. So
Yeah, that's a good
he's
point.
fine at hiding.
Yeah, and he's armed now, so that's good.
And you know, we could also talk about the cube, which we keep avoiding.
What?
Anyone else want to try and speak to Harbeck about the cube? Me and Nara have been trying. He keeps changing the
Harbeck.
subject.
I can start. Harbeck, where did you find the cube?
Where did I find the cube?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I woke up here and I had it like clutched in my
No.
hand.
That's
And I was
also
like,
interesting.
"Arr."
Where did you find? When did you find it? I'm because you had it when we met.
And he just looks at like the whole group rallied around him, and he's just like, Nara's actually a noble, and then he just wants to.
It's like, I swear to fucking God, you're gonna get an arrow in the back of your skull. I think I actually do shoot at him, but I intentionally miss, like, right by his feet.
Is it?
Storm over and pick my arrow up.
I am following this Grey Warden wherever.
Can I? I'm gonna try to catch you like in the scruff of the neck and like whoa. Calm down. Where did you find it? Easy question. Because I also have information about the cube.
What? What do you know about the cube?
Yeah, I can tell you when you tell me. Where did you find it? And I will let you know a little secret.
I mean, I told you already when we were in the Orlesian bath. I found it down in the deep roads outside of Orzammar.
When was that?
What's what?
When was it? A year ago? Was it?
It's been a while. Yeah, I found it when I found it when I woke up in the deep roads after some fellas kidnapped me and knocked me unconscious and left me in a tag outside the city, which, as I just explained to Nara, who's been apparently sneaking out into random tags to hang out with her elf girlfriend, which, by the way, I can't believe we're not talking about that right now.
There it is again, the change of subject. There it is.
Would this innocent little face do anything bad?
Once you leave Orzammar without the consent of the assembly, you are casteless and without family or title. So,
Only if you get caught.
or if you have a shred of honor in you, kid. The system was... Look, you want answers about the cube? I found the cube clutched in my hand when I woke up in the deep roads. Found it next to a bunch of dead dwarves. Were clearly not from Orzammar. I'm pretty sure they're from Kalsharok. It's a different city, further ways. Probably pretty close to where we are now, honestly. Or, well, where our real... Are our bodies just hanging out, like, in the real world right now?
No.
Does anyone know?
No. We definitely teleported.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's where I found it. That's when I found it. I've had it on me for years now. Where's that? You had something for me.
Oh yeah, it's the cube is a collaboration between dwarves and either elves or humans, probably elves.
What? Collaboration between dwarf and elf.
That's all I got. That's all I got from a mysterious elf.
Some kind of item that wants to protect you, and other people want it because of that. So, don't you go flaunting that thing anywhere.
It sounds like I should flaunt it a little bit more. I mean, if it's trying to protect me, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's trying to protect you, but it doesn't seem to care much for the rest of us.
Maybe because you guys just don't seem to really care if I sleep for, like, ever. I'm just saying, if I was asleep for, like, ever, none of you'd be concerned.
I was carrying you for an entire day. Because you wanted to snooze.
I didn't want to snooze. I don't know what... Actually, I don't really know what happened.
When I was in the crossroads, I encountered somebody. An elf. Again.
Okay.
And He mentioned the cube.
Everybody know about this thing?
And referred to it as a problem.
A problem.
Not
And
trouble.
After that, no, not trouble. He referred to it as a problem. And shortly, may I ask you all, I understand this may be personal, but what did you all see in the crossroads? Both the shadows and things in the mirrors? Because he showed me quite a lot.
Darkspawn. I saw a darkspawn in a mirror.
I saw that
Seemed
too.
kind of to mimic me, like it was my reflection. I don't know. And then when we were all standing there and we saw that thing that everybody saw was different, whatever that was, it was like a different kind of darkspawn, a kind I've never really seen before.
When I was in the crossroads, there are 2 mirrors that I managed to get a decent look at, and they're both terrifying. The first one was a cavern. A huge cavern. It was almost like looking at the inside of a geode, except it was all red lyrium.
What?
It was all red lyrium. It was hazy, but I know what I saw. And the second one was the one that this man showed me after referring your cube to as a problem. He said that this blight is a bigger problem than we ever anticipated, and what we do now is important. And he showed me this place. It was this mirror shattered when he showed me?
Mm-hmm.
Through one of the
What do you mean by shadowed?
Shattered. Broken.
Oh, shattered. Yes, it was. It was like broke so many bits. You had to look.
This was a broken mirror, and it led to I think it was a city, and it was almost pitch black, not too unlike this, but darker somehow. And there was something there, someone human almost, but they were 9-10 feet tall, and they appeared to be half darkspawn, as if they were being corrupted.
Half darkspawn.
And he referred to that as a problem as well. And this man doesn't strike me as someone to just choose their words randomly. I don't know what that cube is, Harbeck, but it may protect you, but I don't think it gives a damn about the rest of the world. I'm sorry for not being more concerned when you were asleep. I had a lot on my mind.
Yeah, I reckon you did, Gib. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you're okay.
And he takes the cube out from his pocket and says, "This thing right here, this is the answer to what's going on in Kal Shirak. And what's going on in Kal Shirak is the answer to helping Orzammar."
Is it the answer because it's the problem to begin with?
Didn't we hear you, like, talking to it in your sleep and stuff? And
yes,
you know,
your voice came from the cube.
And there's, some crazy Grey Wardens around. And, you've kind of been acting crazy.
When you passed out, while we were on the bridge before it fell, we could hear your voice, but it wasn't coming from you. It was coming from that thing.
From this.
It's connected to you somehow, whether you like it or not.
Of course this thing saved my life.
But it also made you run off a cliff.
It did do that, that's true.
And it dragged Guskid and Nara with it.
You said, I have to go back. I think that's what it said, right? I can't remember. Yeah, she was like, okay, good.
It sounds kind of convenient that the cube saved you from getting crushed by rubble after it made you throw yourself off a bridge to get crushed by rubble.
It sounds like... Wait, why was the bridge falling apart? Why did you go on a broken bridge? What are you talking about?
There was a Grey Warden up there. We followed him for a while. He was never responsive, didn't say anything. When he turned around, his eyes were white, and he took the bridge out from underneath us.
How did he do that?
Magic. You know, like the source of all bullshit.
Yeah. I know, I hate this stuff.
Ulray's like, yeah.
yeah, as a mage, yeah, that's valid.
So like as he's talking, his fingers are starting to move on the cube, and he's just kind of like idly shifting planes without really thinking about it. What? What's wrong? Oh.
Look at what you're doing.
Yeah, well, it's just interesting. You ever fidget with stuff and he just starts like turning faces?
Radio. Well, if you're so confident that it's fine, why don't you give it to somebody else to hold for just an hour?
No one needs to hold it. I've got it. I mean, it's fine.
No. And Nara
You're
just holds a hand
obsessed with
out.
the damn thing, boy.
Nara holds a hand out.
And I look at the Grey Warden and I show it to him and I say, "Have you ever seen anything like this?"
There it is again, the subject change.
Can I just swipe it out of his hand?
You can certainly try.
I was gonna say,
down
it's
to
going to
roleplay.
be a strength versus
Sleight of
depth.
hand? Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
6 plus.
Excellent.
Do any of you have rerolls?
18.
Woo!
Yeah, everyone
You both
except for
have a
me and
reroll.
Javier have rerolls.
Alright, I'm not going to use a reroll on this. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just took a little focus in sleight of hand.
Are you not gonna beat 18? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nara, you swipe it out of his hand.
Yes. And do I die immediately?
Yeah. You explode.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just for a few hours.
Just
No,
for
but
a few hours.
It's like it starts to tingle in your hand.
Oh, I don't like this.
Well, I mean, I can carry it. That's fine.
I'd like to take off the little capelet thing that I've got. That I'm still wearing my fucking formal gear. I want some armor. I feel so exposed. And I wrap it up in this cape, and I'll just keep it. I think I should probably wearing a belt or something. I'll just tuck it in.
I feel
And-
like as
go.
soon as it's not in my possession, my body just feels heavy and drained and probably like
You
a little cold.
roll a perception check for me.
Oh, body.
Doop, 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 doop. Boop. 14.
It's like someone has taken half of you away from you.
I want to roll an inside check when they took the cube from him and see if I can read anything from that.
Reading who?
Harbeck.
Okay.
Is it communication or perception or?
Be perception.
Okay. +1. Oh, 14.
Oh.
On a 14, you can just see he looks incredibly sort of, well, Harbeck, how are you feeling about this? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling uncomfortable?
Extremely drained. Like you're starting to pick up why he, or at least maybe see a connection as to why he's always been so incredibly pale. And like, but now you see it just sort of hang on him, like a pall, and he's just like,
Ugh.
Don't worry, it's gonna be good for you. And I give you a little tuck in the back, like.
And he
Nara-
stumbles forward. He like,
Nara just kind of hands up. Nara will pat Harbeck on the biceps, like, just for a couple hours. We'll see if your strength comes back. I have a bad feeling about this. That you're definitely connected to this thing some way, and I don't think it's in a very good way.
What is the Grey Warden doing?
Grey Warden, as you are sort of having this debate, like swiping things out of your hand and stuff like that,
Oh god.
he actually pushes amongst all of you and just goes, puts a finger to his lips. He's, I said, be quiet.
He's right.
Harbeck, like, just kind of...
Or they're going to hear us.
Ooh.
Come on.
They're
And
right.
he starts
Thanks.
walking.
Thanks for looking out for us. Alrighty, I give Harbeck a nod. It's like a couple hours. That's it.
Yeah. Oh no, my
And
computer is
he
dying.
starts to walk
Oh,
down
no.
large
Run.
steps. These huge, large steps. And Grey Warden looks back to you one more time, just... And he starts to walk down these steps into this courtyard, where you can see around 100 Grey Wardens stood, silently, unmoving, just stood. And that's where we'll leave Dragon Age this week.
Alice, I just want to smooch my girlfriend.
Oh.
Bum,
Oh.
bum, ba!
Oh my god. I went by so quick.
I'm calling it. Harbeck's the first to go crazy.
What?
Harbeck's the first to die, probably.
Yeah, I call that
Say
too. I call that
Ariana's not
too.
feeling great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ariana.
No,
Fine,
don't worry.
Ariana.
I
That'll
have
be fine.
magic that can help, but I prefer not to use it.
Help who?
You just carry people around while they're bleeding out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like I have a plan
Ooh.
B, but it's good if she just wakes up by herself.
God,
Maybe
I'm
it'll just
hoping
go
Alia
away.
can do something. Please.
Whew.
Oh my god, that went by so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will hand back over to Scrap now.
Of course. Now, I was going to try and set up a credits thing this week, but typically I couldn't get it to work. So we will go round and do our usual, what was your favourite part, where can we find you online, and all the other wonderful things. Let's go the opposite way around. Let's start with Avery at MattBat. Oh, hi!
Hello, my name is Avery. I go by MattBat online. I am an artist and cosplayer. That's the stuff I'm doing. I'm in the process of getting a Kickstarter going for some really dumb little pins, and commissions open in like 2 days, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Favorite part? I do like one, stuff with Nara coming to the surface finally, and the fact that she's just like this punk ass kid. It's just like fuck the patriarchy. And I loved the scene where we just entered the Fade, and it's just Guzgid and Harbeck clinging to each other like cats, and Nara's just on the ground, like, to the next thing, just like, oh my fucking god, you guys. Oh my god. You guys are oh my god.
The sky had
Yeah,
fallen, though, Avery. You know, it's...
The sky doesn't work like that.
It finally happened. We've been saying it.
But yeah, very good session. Like, Alice, you got such a knack for just keeping my heart racing for the entire goddamn session. I hope both Alia and Ariana I just noticed the message I just got. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see how this cube business goes. I want to find my girlfriend, please. She has seen her girlfriend basically die twice in a day. She's had a terrible day, y'all. This has all happened in one day. She wants a nap. Alrighty. That's me done.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Next around, we have Nassim Etamad. Oh, hi!
Hi, I'm Nassim Etamad, and I am Nazgul online in social media, and I am also Saya Noor on the Venture Maidens 5th E Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast that is on all the podcast apps. We stream live on Twitch on the Venture Maidens channel every Wednesday or every other Wednesday night, 7:30 PST, and I think that is it. My favorite part was really, all the moments in the Fade. Like, visually, I loved picturing us there. It was a very cool landscape and atmosphere. And seeing everyone try and get along in these different pairings was new. Like, I haven't really been alone with Huldra, and I don't think the three of you have had to deal with each other, like, in that capacity without any supervision. So that was that was fun.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. Next around we have Jeff.
Hi, my name is Jeff Ellis. You can find me on Twitter at Many-Eyed Monster, where I write RPG supplements, RPGs, and RPG adventures. My favorite part, man, yeah, there was a lot of good stuff. I liked Nara's reveal. I also liked I liked when the two groups met each other in the Fade. I think that was probably my favorite part. I'm just like, sure, real. It's Holdra.
Stupid stew game.
Yeah, I'm excited to be awake again, and I'm excited for the family to be back together, mostly so that Harvey can watch over us because we don't do well on our own. Yeah, that's me.
Fantastic, thank you. Next around we have Ambly.
Hello, I played Holdra, and I go by Ambly on social media. My name is Annie. My favorite part was I really liked the fight, but I also liked the Fade. And like Jeff said, when we met and we were just suspect towards each other, it was a fun little moment that I'm gonna treasure forever. And I'm an artist. I do digital art. I do traditional art. I also make a little bit of 3D and at one point motion graphics. I do a lot of creative stuff. You can find my my art on Twitter, Instagram, and ArtStation that Scratticus is gonna link to you soon. And thank you for this session.
Thank you. Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm White Rabbit Pick. That's where you can find me on the Twitters. When I'm not doing all the TTRPG stuff, I'm also a photographer, and I'm currently working on some stuff that some photography projects I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy. But other than that, I'm here 5 days a week, every single day. I'm either DMing or I'm playing. Sometimes I do it twice in a day. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm on Tales, over on Tales from the Grim on a Lady Blackbird campaign, and also their Highlander Cypher System campaign where I play the Celt. So I'm very excited about that. I've got two in particular favorite bits. One of them is that Harvey tried to sneak with ear buds in, and I think I can hear someone, and then having a darkspawn right behind her. And yeah, the image of Nara and Harbeck, come on, good kid, come on, trying to reach down and get him off the rock that he really doesn't want to leave. So yeah. And you left Terrail all on his own.
He's got trouble.
Fine.
He's gonna die. We're gonna go back to a corpse, and I'm gonna hate it.
It's fine. He's gonna be fine. To be fair, he's much safer with trouble than with any of us. So
He's a dagger.
Also, he's like a magical. I'm just assume he's like a half god child.
Yeah.
He's like a little. He's a magical little boy with a knife and chain. He's triple spec'd. He's got warrior armor, he's got a rogue dagger, he's a mage.
You've
he's
literally
got a war
don't die,
dog.
child. Take
Don't die. Well, he did alright with the bow. He's got beginner's luck. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
He's
got that elven blood in him.
luck. That is definitely how that works. Definitely.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. You can choose if he's fine, Alice.
I know what's gonna happen.
You'll tame that dragon by the time we get back.
Yeah, it just arrives in the Fade.
The first dragon
Hi,
rider.
guys.
So, my favourite bits. Were seeing Javier and Holdra react together, and actually, my favourite bits are some of the things which kind of are going to happen. Guzgid got lots of juicy little bits of information today, which he will plan to use in various conversations going forward. Especially R.E., Harbeck, and Nara. Hashtag possibly especially Nara. Yeah, I'm looking.
Dropping the name of your brother.
Yes, for one. more to come, clearly. I'm going to drop a whole bunch of links in the chat. Please go and check all of those out. They have our social links, they have all the places you can support us, they have all of our sponsor information, and panels below the screen, including one for Ambly over there, who does all of our artwork and posters, or most of it. And yes, thank you very much to Mage Hand Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing, who make this all possible with their sponsorships. And yeah, that's me. We'll be back at 10 p.m. EST with some Curse of Strahd. And who knew Curse of Strahd would be so comedic?
You're welcome.
That's the best thing ever.
So we are going to go and raid, if I can spell it, Balian, who is currently, they do playthroughs, they do One Life playthroughs of characters. It's interesting. We're going to head over there now. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. It's been a blast. Keep on evoking emotions, and we'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye.
Bye.